for Villarreal against David Moyes' Real Sociedad. We finish with Granada against Valencia at 8 o'clock. Tomorrow, of course, Revista de la Liga. We will cover everything around Spain. Real Madrid equaling a Spanish record, Ronaldo breaking one. Looking forward to that one already. Half-time in the Catalan derby right now, though. Espanyol have played an almost perfect first half. Sergio Garcia got 1-1 against Gerard Piqué. Good finish. Back came Barca. Back came Lionel Messi right on half-time. And somehow he has equalised. Gianfranco Zola and Guillaume with me. Gianfranco, what are we expecting in the second half, and how do Barcelona actually make sure they win this game?
Well, I'm expecting that Barcelona uses the front attack a little bit better, not getting crowded too much in the middle, but getting on the move on the middle. That would be for them essential, in my opinion. And Real Sociedad, they have to be compact, helping each other and counter.
We should see what happens. Terry Gibson and Rob Palmer.
Barcelona in much better mood after that last gasp first half goal from Lionel Messi. Certainly improved the mood inside the stadium. The fans were about to turn on the players. Messi to the rescue, his 18th, and possibly the most important goal that he scored so far this season. No changes of personnel at half-time, though we do expect to see Andres Iniesta in the second half. He's on the bench. He played in the Copa del Rey in midweek. I'm sure he'll be given some valuable playing time. Interesting, isn't it? A crowd of only 76,000 for the Catalan derby. Most of the Espanyol supporters choosing to stay at home. Only 100 tickets made available to the club.
They didn't have any choice.
I'm sure they could have got in if they'd wanted to. Seda retreats the full 10 yards. It's a long distance out. Messi, Xavi stand over the ball. Piqué and Busquets are the target to the far post. Oh, it's just too much of a stretch for Piqué.
Smacks the ground in desperation. Just a slight hesitation on the run from Piqué. Made the initial couple of yards, stopped to check, to keep himself onside. Was unable to reach the delivery in from Xavi.
Dani Alves. Piqué to Busquets. Jordi Alba. Neymar. Enrique has set the team up with both fullbacks virtually on the touchlines. The free kick is given. Luis Suarez has a blow to the mouth.
Huntspour's appealing for a foul to them, but Luis Suarez is in an offside position. The assistant referee doesn't raise the flag. The referee gives the foul against Luis Suarez. I know what everybody's thinking.
I can see it in your eyes. Messi. There goes Lionel Messi through to Neymar. Neymar onside, gets the ball, and he's bounced off it by Eric Bailly. There's a section of the supporters behind that goal who were trying to convince the referee that it was worthy of a penalty. But he just bodied off the ball.
But you have to make contact with the ball, and I'm not so sure at any time there Eric Bailly made any contact. Almost impossible to make that challenge cleanly.
The white handkerchief's out for Iglesias Villanueva. It was an awkward landing for Neymar.
See, Messi times the pass perfectly. It's a really close call, but he gets the benefit of the doubt. At no stage there does Bailly make contact with the ball at all, but can be argued it's shoulder to shoulder. It's outside the box as well. I think it has to go down as a foul, though. Just eased off the ball.
big decision by the referee. I'm sure Eric Bailly was feeling the worst, fearing the worst, should I say, when Neymar went down. Caicedo.
It's not actually something you can do, is it? Just go and knock someone over and not make any contact with the ball and it not be a foul.
Well, Neymar has recovered. He has Suarez to his left-hand side. Suarez fires it to Messi. Messi past one. Oh, and past the goalkeeper. Magical, magical Messi. Unstoppable when he's in this form.
Well, how different is this performance from Barcelona in the second half compared to what we saw in the first 44 minutes of the game? Messi got the equaliser, and there Messi again comes up with something special. They've been more alive, more alert, they're moving the ball quicker, they're trying to win the ball back quicker. And you've got half a chance when you've got him in your team.
Knows where the camera is, and he knows where the goal is as well.
He certainly does. It's a brilliant finish, a brilliant strike, piece of attacking play from Barcelona with so much more pace and intensity. Good movement off the ball from Luis Suarez, good pass from Neymar. Luis Suarez does well to get the ball back to Messi, but so much work to do. Skips past one defender, gets in between two more Espanyol defenders. So nutmegs there, and then finish with the right foot. Brilliant football from Lionel Messi. Assuming nutmegs, I think it's on Fuentes. Two defenders, Victor Sanchez, Eric Bailly come out to deny him. They're frustrated. There's only so much you can do against a player of this class, this quality. And he's dragged Barcelona into a leading position.
Right-footed goal again. He's got a hat-trick of right-footers the other week, didn't he?
It's a ridiculous percentage of his goals are with his left foot, aren't they? But
maybe he's been practicing kicking with his weaker foot.
I hope so. Still room for improvement from Lionel Messi, still only 27.
Lionel Messi is now chasing a hat-trick. Over 400 goals in his career. To Messi. Messi's away again. Suarez. Alves with the cross. Corner can't be prevented. Gonzalez had set his team up so well, but he just can't stop brilliance. Here comes Piqué, and they can't stop Piqué either. A simple goal, Piqué right in the heart of the Espanyol backline, breaking the hearts of the Espanyol supporters.
Such a turnaround in this game. Minute before half-time, Lionel Messi got the equaliser, then he gets a goal to give them the 2-1 lead. Now 52 minutes on the clock. This could be considered to be wrapped up now by Barcelona in quick-fire time. Gerard Piqué. Two question marks about his defensive performances this season. Again, he's allowed, it's the youngster Eric Bailly, who he loses. Makes that run towards the near, then pulls away behind the defender. Change of direction from the attacking run from Gerard Piqué. Shoulder, head, a bit of both. Thought goes into the goal. Nothing that Kiko Casillas can do.
It's his second goal of the season, his first in La Liga since last January. As you say, it was Eric Bailly who got caught out. Lucas. No way past Mascherano. Mascherano let the ball go out of play there, thinking it was going to be a goal kick. But he had a nasty surprise when the referee's assistant pointed for a corner. first corner of the game for Espanyol. Salva Seville curls it in. Now Barcelona counter-attacking speed. They've committed a lot of players forward here, Espanyol. Neymar. Suarez to Rakitic. Lionel Messi. Oh, Neymar offside.
Smiles on the faces of Barcelona players now. It's a tight one. The referee, I think, just about gets it right. Much more urgency. It's a much sharper performance from Barcelona now. Whether it's the half-time team talk from Luis Enrique or whether it was the goal from Lionel Messi on the stroke of half-time that rejuvenated Barcelona.
We would imagine now, 10 minutes into the second half, that the points are safe. 10-minute turnaround. PK to Rakitic. Espanyol have lost their shape now. Suarez, Barcelona tearing them apart. They've got to go back to the basics that they showed for 44 minutes and 58 seconds in the first half. It's the 9th time this season that Barcelona have managed at least 3 goals in a game. So Sanchez plays a 1-2, committed challenge from Dani Alves. It's a corner.
It's difficult. You become dispirited when you're playing a big club and you at 0-0. You think you got a chance. When you go 1-0 up, you really got something to hold on to. Conceding just before half-time took away that self-belief. Saw with Celta Vigo last night to an extent, until the first goal. It was a pretty even affair as well.
Salva with the corner. Over everybody, but too far away from Alvaro.
Once you go a goal behind that Celta Vigo did at Real Madrid, then there was a deterioration in performance because you don't believe it's possible to get anything out of the game. Now with Espanyol, you probably did think they were going to get to half-time 1 goal ahead. They couldn't hang on. They've been blown away in the second half so far.
Espanyol preparing to make a change. It's going to be Hector Moreno, the central defender, who's going to come on, Mexican international. Mascherano, a very tight spot, skillfully gets himself out of trouble. Barcelona playing pure football from the back, dangerously, but successfully. They've won back the confidence of their supporters after a testing first half. Rakitic. There goes Messi. Plenty of time for him to find his hat-trick goal. Bailey goes to meet him and makes a very good tackle. It's a horrible landing for the youngster. He was struggling at the other end of the field a couple of minutes ago. His legs collapsed beneath him then.
A good first half because he wasn't really tested that much, was he? By a pretty static Barcelona attack, but twisting and turning all over the place in the second half. Good challenge there from him though. Was hobbling. We've seen Hector Moreno warming up as well.
Xavi. Rakitic. Busquets. Defence comes out. Messi judged to be offside.
Just, I think.
Time to change. Going to take off Cañas by the looks of things, who's been holding things together in midfield. Bring on Hector Moreno, who's just returned to the squad. He broke his leg, of course, at the World Cup finals against Holland, out for 6 months. And he's come back against Alaves this week in the Copa del Rey. Does that maybe give you an insight into the mindset of Sergio Gonzalez? It's damage limitation now.
Yeah, very much so. Central defender, we'll have to find out where he's going to play. Certainly good for Espanyol and Sergio Gonzalez, the player of his quality, back, fit, available. He's just going to play in the holding midfield role.
Rakitic. Messi. On the way is Arbia. Easily stolen by Rakitic. Now to Messi. Xavi. Jordi Alba. Xavi. Macedo digs in. Don't think he's striking partner Sergio Garcia's had a kick at the ball in the second half, has he? And to open the scoring after 13 minutes. Xavi. Neymar. Showing the defenders a trick or two. Messi to Neymar, continues the run. Exquisite football from Barcelona.
Tough for Espanyol. Hector Moreno playing in that holding midfield role. There's 3 holding midfield players they've got now, and they're still not able to stop Barcelona. Much better in the second half. That passing around the edge of the box is much quicker. The passing, the movement off the ball is much sharper and better.
Caicedo to Fuentes. There is Moreno. He's alongside Salva in that midfield position, but giving the ball away cheaply to Xavi. Now Neymar. Xavi looking for Dani Alves, who had made a long busting run from deep inside his own half to try and get on the end of that. Arbia.
The front players for Barcelona are quicker to try and win the ball back, aren't they? So Espanyol not even able to just hoof the ball forward to the 2 attacking players to try and be 2 against 2. I think it's Mascherano and Piqué.
Luis Enrique has told Andres Iniesta to strip off. He's going to be coming on in the next break of play. Neymar. Xavi. Piqué rolls it to Rakitic. Urgency from Barcelona, but no great urgency is needed.
Big game coming up against PSG as well in the Champions League. Decide who wins that group. They're used to winning their group.
Eric Bailly diving in. Won the group for the last 7 years, Barcelona, in the Champions League. Messi strikes the ball to Neymar. Good first touch from Neymar. Rolls it in over the head of Messi. Comes out to Rakitic. Eric Bailly in the way. Rakitic again. Alves. Caicedo. Great tackle that was from Mascherano, like a surgeon's knife.
Again, it's a good example of Barcelona winning the ball high up the pitch. Mascherano and Neymar both throwing themselves into challenges there. This wasn't evident in the first half. See the first challenge from Mascherano, the second one from Neymar and Lucas Vazquez.
Time for change. Almost looks as though it's a pre-arranged substitution. Rakitic, his number was up then. And his replacement will be Andres Iniesta. Welcome back by the Camp Nou after a half a dozen game absence in La Liga.
Pleased to have him back, aren't they? So they should be.
They were desperate for him in the first half, weren't they, until those inspirational moments from Lionel Messi.
I talked about the individual ability to beat defenders with ease. And there aren't many better than him.
Session was bowled over. Man ball. Flag.
Rakitic has played well again. Still competition for a midfield spot now. The form of that Xavi is showing. Mascherano can play in central midfield as well.
There's Iniesta to Messi. Pulls it back. Oh, now Neymar was offside, but I'm not convinced that Suarez was at the start.
He needs a goal, doesn't he? It's clear. It is a close one. Neymar is clearly offside. It's not a great angle. Can't see conclusively there whether Suarez went too early. I still think he could have held his run a little bit longer just to make sure. No, that isn't for Suarez. I think if there's anything to be got out of this game now for Barcelona in terms of, other than the 3 points, it's a goal for Luis Suarez.
Pedro will come on. He's been offered last-minute instruction. Plenty of instructions by the Barcelona coaching staff. Iniesta. Alves.
You probably thought Luis Suarez. I haven't seen the goals that Ronaldo and Messi have scored. Everyone assumes it's easy to score in La Liga. He's played against Real Madrid, Celta Vigo, Almeria, Sevilla, Valencia and Espanyol in La Liga football. Still to find the back of the net. Certainly do think it would really help Barcelona if he does stay on the pitch, if he can get the goal.
Maybe the thinking of Luis Enrique is to keep the players fresh. As you say, Paris Saint-Germain, if the motivation is to finish top of the group. Suarez. Now Xavi. Messi. Jordi Alba tries to get on the ball inside of Abia. Easily taken off the toes of Lucas Iniesta to Xavi. Piqué. Xavi. Messi. Oh, there's a foolish foul on the edge of the area there. And the yellow card is shown to Alvaro.
Type of challenge from the centre-half when you're 3-1 down and not having any sign of getting back into the game. They can make frustration. Fed up with players running around them, playing little give and goes, little 1-2s. Really does upend.
It was a clattering that, wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh, dear.
Put an end to that ticky-tacky nonsense from Barcelona.
Here. I don't think can see the ball. Such a large wall has been built. Was that 6 players? Trying to get in the way of Lionel Messi. Well, Luis Suarez is taken off. Back goes your theory that he was going to get the full 90 minutes, but maybe it's a bit of preservation for Paris Saint-Germain in midweek, and some valuable playing time for another popular figure around here, Pedro Rodriguez.
Thinking of preserving players for the PSG game, and Messi and Neymar might have been ahead of Luis Suarez at the moment.
He's Lionel Messi. Still got time to get the hat-trick. Not on that occasion, though.
He just can't fashion the type of finish that he wants. We saw an earlier excellent one that came back off the crossbar. Kiko Casilla around himself full length again.
Interruption. Philippe Caicedo has put in an excellent shift, chasing the ball around. And on comes Christian Stuani, who has been a frequent scorer of late goals this season. He scored 7 goals in all competitions, many of them in the final minutes of games. Looks up at the stadium clock. He's got 20 minutes to endure Sergio Gonzalez, but who knows, if his team score a goal now, they could be onto something.
In fairness to Felipe Caicedo, started off the game really well, was instrumental in the first goal of the game, dispossessing Sergio Busquets, but didn't seem to be the same, did he, after that knock? He made the point that they needed his mobility, they needed him back. He wasn't really mobile after that injury. Mathieu can consider himself to be unlucky to be left out.
He was the only player from last week, wasn't he, in the La Liga game to start in the Copa del Rey. Lost his place tonight. I suggest that all may not be well behind the scenes with him.
He probably knew the writing was on the wall when he was the only one from the 11 against Valencia that played against Huesca. I have to say, played like that as well. Did enough to get through the game, did everything he had to, but it wasn't his usual attitude.
There's Xavi. Iniesta. Jordi Alba. Neymar. Xavi. Pedro's cross. Balls for Iniesta, wound himself up, didn't he? It was a long wind-up. Stuani, stopped by Mascherano, who wrapped himself around the Uruguayan international. Xavi. Iniesta 1-2 with Lionel Messi. Neymar. Busquets caught in possession. That's how Espanyol scored the opening goal of the game. Iniesta. Neymar. Messi. Flips it over to Alves. Bailey with a header. And Arbia tries to clear the track at the side of the pitch.
It almost looks inevitable now, doesn't it? Barcelona are going to add to their tally.
This could be a question of how many for Barcelona. They've hit the 50-goal mark for this season now in all competitions. Iniesta squares the ball. Xavi steps over it. Alves joins the party. Pedro, great 1-2 with Dani Alves. for Iniesta, head around by Alvaro. Barcelona really applying the pressure now. Messi. And there we see the work ethic. We know he's brilliant in the goals, wins the ball back onto Barcelona, and they start again with him.
And it's one of the biggest cheers of the night, isn't it? It happens quite frequently now. Every time Messi does that, standing ovation from the crowd. They recognise his obvious talents, God-given talents, but I'd love to see him work back and win the ball back. Make sure that he knows they enjoy watching that.
Xavi to Messi. Iniesta. Jab football, isn't it? Waiting for the opening to come up, and then they miss with a punch.
It's as if Xavi was caught in two minds there. Missed Messi the chance he got. Miscue from Xavi.
15 minutes remaining in this game. It's a busy Sunday football for you. Coming up next, we have David Moyes, Sociedad, playing at Villarreal. 6 o'clock kickoff for that one. And then the 8 o'clock game tonight is Granada against Valencia. Monday, they revisit all of the games on Revista de la Liga. Ball now, Mascherano in the way, ensuring there's no late fight back here from Espanyol. This is a fixture list that goes back to the 1920s, the 161st La Liga meeting. Barcelona heading for their 92nd victory. The flag stays down. It's Pedro, it's 4 for Barcelona. It's painful for Espanyol.
He scored midweek against Huesca. It's been a while since we've seen that smile on Pedro's face. He's back amongst the goals. Probably felt hard done by this season. Great servant to Barcelona over the years. Countless goals, countless trophies. Been a really important part of a successful squad. So clearly onside, Alvaro Gonzalez drops deeper. Pedro, great first touch. Wraps his foot around it, waits for Kiko Casilla to go down. That's the look of a confident finisher again.
I'm just looking at the face of Messi. He had the look of a man who didn't get the pass for his hat-trick.
Typical striker.
Well, the goals dried up for him this season. Certainly his second in 15 La Liga games. Pedro Rodriguez, so we mentioned his second of the week, also scored against Huesca. Has a very good record against Espanyol as well. A 1-in-2 ratio against their city rivals. Storari stopped by PK.
He probably feels he's justified in having a genuine fight for a place with Luis Suarez. It shouldn't be just a given that Suarez plays because he costs so much money. It shouldn't be underestimated what Pedro has achieved and done for Barcelona over the years.
Offering the yellow card from 40 yards then to Arbia. He's been amused by it. He looks anything but amused.
Well, a 7-minute turnaround. A goal from Messi just before half-time into the 2 quick-fire goals in the second half in the space of 7 minutes. We're full of hope, Espanyol, to a beaten team. It's been a long second half for Sergio Gonzalez's team.
That was the reason Arbia was booked. Jordi Alba intercepts Xavi to Dani Alves. There's Bailey playing in a more advanced position now. Fuentes, easy for Bravo, and he sends Barcelona on their way through Neymar.
Just looking at Bailey's recovery run, it is to the central defensive position, so perhaps he was in a position there he shouldn't have been. 4-1 down. I think it's best, just wisest, just to be a defender.
Step over from Pedro. Right across the face of goal, but too far ahead of Neymar.
Too much pace on the cross. From Dani Alves. Doesn't really get the curl on it either he was hoping for.
Barcelona will make one final change. Manchu tying his laces, straightening the shin pads. Taking the shirt in, ready for a little cameo performance. Appears that it will be PK. He's going to be replaced.
He's holding the shoulder there, isn't he? The scorer, the third Barcelona goal.
Easy turn for Messi. Pass to Salva. On to Pedro. Back to Messi! Hat-trick! Lionel Messi! He's got so many match balls, he could build a house out of them.
Pedro making up for being greedy on the last goal and finishing off the chance himself. So Messi almost looked disappointed when Pedro finished the fourth goal off. But once Messi picks the ball up here, even though it's deep, you know something is on. Interchange of passing, he rolls his defender far too easily there. Lionel Messi is going for goal. Plays it out wide to Pedro. That's a really good cutback from Pedro. Neymar was at the far post. Pedro chooses the Lionel Messi option. Always a safe bet. Cuts it back. And another excellent finish from Lionel Messi. Makes no mistake. Another hat-trick and 2 goals with his right foot again this week.
Got a hat-trick against Sevilla, a hat-trick against Apoel, and now a hat-trick against Espanyol. He's now nearing 30 career hat-tricks. Abraham Gonzalez is brought on to suffer with the rest of the Espanyol players, and Eric Bailey is taken out of the firing line. Messi. You would have passed him scoring a 4th goal, would you?
I certainly wouldn't.
It's his 21st La Liga hat-trick. He's also created a record for scoring in this particular derby game as well. It was held by Cesar.
Can't keep up with the stats anymore, Rob.
Oh, he's got his statistical book, hasn't he, later on Messi?
All sorts of records. I'm going to wait till he hangs his boots up and then just look at how many records he hasn't broken. Trust me, it's going to be far easier.
Espanyol must have been heartbroken when Lionel Messi won his appeal to play in this game tonight. Of course, he was booked last week. He's going to mean a suspension, but when they look back at the action, Messi was angry because he'd had a bottle thrown at him from the crowd. The referee hadn't seen that originally. Jordi Alba plays it in. Messi. Xavi. Waiting patiently is Dani Alves. Stuani chasing. Iniesta. Offside. Dani Alves as the crowd are enjoying the football now. This is the same crowd that were turning on their team in the 42nd, 43rd minute of this game, just before Barcelona were hauled back into the match by a moment of Lionel Messi brilliance. Now coming on a chance to play against the club who effectively served as apprenticeship. He made a couple of appearances for Barcelona in the 2008-2009 season before moving down the leagues back up to La Liga with Espanyol.
Moreno has gone back to central defence. Mascherano now has moved into midfield for Barcelona, with Busquets being replaced by Mathieu, who's playing at centre half. It was going to be Pico replaced him, who seemed to be struggling with an injury.
Neymar. Runs into trouble. Demanding folk, the Barcelona supporters. They want a 6th goal. They managed 6 only once this season. That was against Granada. This is the 3rd time that they've managed 5 goals in a match. Of course, it's back-to-back home games in La Liga, with the opposition conceding 5. Same scoreline as it is now against Sevilla a couple of weeks ago. Xavi to Messi. There's Mascherano. Jordi Alba. Mascherano. The will of Espanyol has been broken. Come back to Iniesta. So I think Dani Alves was offside anyway. Sergio Gonzalez suffering as a manager as he did as a player. He played against Barcelona on 23 occasions and was beaten on 13 of the 23 occasions. He scored 3 goals against Barcelona then at the Camp Nou. Can boast of 2 victories here when he scored the goals. The Barcelona supporters heading away from the ground early. It's a bank holiday Monday in the city. I can't imagine we're going to be seeing too many Espanyol shirts down the Diagonal tomorrow.
Big question from this game is, why did it take Barcelona so long to click into top gear? They've got away with it tonight. It was 3 quick goals, particularly the first one from Lionel Messi. At that stage, it was proving to be a frustrating night. Espanyol had the better of the chances. Apart from Messi's attempt with a free kick that hit the crossbar, there wasn't a lot of good attacking play from Barcelona.
It's all a little bit neater now. Pedro on the charge. Neymar to his left. Jordi Alba to Neymar. Steadies himself. Dancing with 3 defenders. Unfortunate tackle there from Sergio Garcia, catching Mascherano. Lionel Messi. He goes to Garcia, look who's closing him down. Still hunger from Lionel Messi. La Liga's all-time record scorer, the Champions League all-time scorer. He's going to be aiming to improve that. His personal battle with Cristiano Ronaldo in those Champions League charts this week. Ortiz and striker. Terry just pointing out it's his 20th goal and we've not reached Christmas yet.
Exactly. The target majority of strikers strive at the start of the season to get to the 20-goal mark. We almost become so blasé about Messi that he's going to reach that, but he's done it again before Christmas. 13 in the league, 20 in total.
Remember last season when he went 120 days without scoring a goal? Still my theory that it coincided with him becoming a dad for the first time. There's Claudio Bravo. Into stoppage time. I would imagine Espanyol will be happy if the referee blows up early. Barcelona content in 2 minutes' time. Los Culés, who've beaten the Periquitos. The Budgies have been battered. Messi to Xavi. Jordi Alba. Neymar. Messi. Neymar continued the run. They go the whole way. Barcelona looking for that 6th goal. Certainly not sitting back and offering any sympathy at all or charity to Espanyol.
He's driven them on from the first minute. He was the one player in the first half that came out of real credit. Trying to urge his teammates on, trying to drag a performance out of them. It took a while. Once they got going, there was no stopping them from Espanyol. In the first half, we were talking about Casado, Sergio Garcia, well, Salva Sevilla, Cañas and Victor Sanchez. We're all doing. We barely mentioned the attacking players for Espanyol in the second half.
Iniesta turning into trouble. There is Neymar. Good performance from him. Lots of tricks, but he's not been rewarded with a goal. Ortiz enjoying the Espanyol players. It's embarrassing for them at the moment. Now it's Pedro. Messi. Goes the long route to goal. He continues, Lionel Messi. And Espanyol can't wait for that whistle to go for the referee to put them out of their misery. Well, same old story for Espanyol. For 44 minutes of the match, they look like they may have a chance here. They took the lead through Sergio Garcia, and the Barcelona supporters were turning on their team, but then Lionel Messi turned on the magic. Great goal just before half-time. 2 more in the second half in. Yet another hat-trick for Lionel Messi, and it's a fantastic 5 for Barcelona, who this week are the Kings of Catalonia.
Yes, the difference between the two sides. First half, Espanyol playing at their maximum, Barcelona not. But ultimately, to win the game, it's that man there, Lionel Messi. He plays in the blue and scarlet of Barca, not the blue and white of their city rivals. Most goals in a Catalan derby, 12 now. Over 400 in a Barca shirt, although not all of those in all competitions. 21 La Liga hat-tricks, 29 for Barcelona. 3 of those coming in the last 4 matches. Who says he won't get back to the level of before? What a player. My goodness, it feels like a side issue, but Barcelona jump back above Atletico. 2 points in front of them and just 2 points behind Real Madrid. At the bottom, well, Espanyol are 12th for now, but they could drop down a couple of places depending how the rest of the games go on in week 14.